Hello! Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Cathleen Carr, and I am with Opening Act. If you're seeing me and you're not sure why, stick with me, please. And while you're here, if you could just take a quick moment and share this live broadcast on your Facebook feed. We need all the help we can get to spread the word. So just take a quick moment, hit share. You don't even have to write a message if you want. Just zip that off, zip that off if you could. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. My name is Cathleen Carr again. I am with Opening Act. I've been with Opening Act for over a decade. And if you are seeing me here right now, it is because you are tuning in for our Power of 20 P20 Leader Orientation. That didn't sound very exciting, but don't worry. I'm going to make it as exciting as possible because that's what I'm here for, okay? I am here to energize and get you ready to be a P20 leader. So if you're here, I think there's probably 3 people watching. Number 1, you're somebody who you've already signed up to be a P20 leader. And if you're one of those people, I am reaching through the screen right now and I am giving you the biggest, warmest, in-person hug that you could imagine, and I am imparting all of my gratitude and everything that I have to offer you in the way of love. And I just want to say thank you for being here, and I am going to be here to support you during this and to give you some tips and tricks. Now, you might be somebody who's like circling the wagons a little bit, like maybe you're going to be a P20 leader, you're not entirely sure, and this is going to be that extra nudge. You know, when we get through this, you're going to be like, all right, I'm in, I'm doing it, I'm committed. And so if you're one of those people watching, stick around, just give me some time. That's all I ask for is time. That's all I ask for. Now, I think there might be a third type of person here. You might be somebody who's just scrolling through your Facebook feed and you're like, wow, she's got really big hair. And if you are into my hair right now, I guarantee you it's going to get even bigger by the end of this broadcast. So stick around. I love an audience, and I'm glad to have you here. So we're going to start this presentation, and the way we're going to do it is because we are a theater organization, instead of me saying next slide, I'm going to do a zip, zap, zop, and hopefully we're going to test my improv skills and see if I can stay on pattern. So like I said, you are here tonight because this is the P20 Leader Orientation. So it is September 14th, 2020. How did that happen? What has happened? What is going on in the world? It's already mid-September, and here we are, and we are radically present together. So let's just make this happen. So this year, our Power of 20 campaign, which starts on Monday, September 21st, is themed Beyond the Building, and we're going to get to that in a moment. Zip! All right, so why are we even doing this? So I'm just going to really take a moment to settle us in to the situation. So why are we doing this? So the problem is this, okay? So New York City's public school system is deeply inequitable, which is a similar story across the country. So as of right now, currently, only 37% of public high schools in New York City have theater programming. So that means 63% of high schools, there's no fall play, there's no spring production. It just doesn't exist. It's just empty stages. And we have devastating budget cuts because of COVID-19. And with those devastating budget cuts comes a 70% reduction in middle and high school arts education. 70% reduction. So already we were not starting out in a strong place, right? We only had 37% of high schools that had theater programming. Now we're facing just a cliff, okay, with these catastrophic budget cuts. So that is why we are here, and that is why we are raising money, okay? Zap! Yes, so why Opening Act? So why is Opening Act here? So for 20 years, Opening Act has been offering after-school theater programming to New York City public schools at no cost to schools or students. And that's a choice. That's a very intentional choice because of exact moments like the one we're in, because budgets go up and budgets go down. And arts education is consistently the first thing that gets cut. And Opening Act says, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to come to your campus and we're going to stay, and we're not going to charge you any money because we know that arts education gets cut. So that's why we've always been free. So we are uniquely positioned for this moment in time because we can be there. We can continue to be there for our schools because schools are having to make very difficult decisions right now. They don't have to decide about us. We are here and we are committed. So that is why Opening Act is well positioned to support to support New York City and beyond right now at this juncture. Zip, zap, zop, zop. Right? Did I get it, Rachel? Thanks. So what is Opening Act doing? Okay. So right now we're all virtual right now, right? So we're all online, we're virtual. So we're here and we are continuing with high quality virtual programming. And so we have a very joyful and adaptive curriculum. We always have. It's very student centered. We do devised theater. It's improv based. It's acting technique. It's playwriting. It's all about collaboration, and it's all about creating a space that students feel empowered and they feel seen and valued and heard, and they feel that way amongst one another. Now, what is really special about Opening Act is for 5 years, we've partnered with District 79, which is New York City's alternative school district, and it serves students that are disproportionately impacted by trauma. And so we have a really great staff member. He's a good friend of mine, Paul Gakowski. He's a licensed clinical social worker, and I actually met him doing improv in New York City. And Paul has designed a trauma-informed healing-centered curriculum specifically for District 79. So we've already been in practice with that for 5 years, and we're able to just very seamlessly deploy that out to all of our programming. And what that means is that we're really going to be focused on creating community, creating a space that students can be together and share time to be together in a positive way, and to be optimistic, and to create together, and to just feel connected. And it's not product driven, it's process oriented. Okay, so it's theater, and it's acting technique, and it's story sharing, and it's just an opportunity for the kids to have that critical social emotional space that they're not going to be getting when they're not in schools right now. Zip. We also have Act 2. So what is Act 2? Act 2 is our college and career and alumni support program. And that is stewarded by another great friend of mine, Matthew Green, who is a certified college counselor and an award-winning playwright. So we try and keep it thematic there in terms of having our credentialed individuals also being credentialed in theater. That was kind of a joke, kind of not, but but our Act 2 is really, really, really there to anchor students and to root them and alums into seeing a positive future and to connecting to that. Okay, so we have robust alumni programming, we have paid fellowships, we connect students to paid internships. We can't lose those. That's critical right now. We have opportunities for students to engage with careers that go beyond the stage. There's a very rich and varied landscape of career opportunities in the performing arts, and we want to make sure that our students know about that. And so we have a lot of rich programming around that. Zap. Did I get it right, Rachel? Yeah. Now here's the third thing we're doing, which I'm really, really excited about. It's called Opening Act for All, arts education for anyone, anywhere. So we're all here and we're all online. And so what we realized is that, well, then let's make sure Opening Act is available to everyone. And so we're doing that. So in late October, we're going to be launching Opening Act for All, and it's going to be synchronous and asynchronous classes that are online, and we're partnering with our incredible teaching artists who are going to be creating these beautiful modular classes that touch on a lot of different aspects in the performing arts. So we're going to have, we'll have improv, we'll have dance, spoken word, puppetry. We're going to have a lot of things, and students have the power and the choice to pick what they want to do and still have opportunities to come together as a community in live synchronous programming. And we're so excited about this because not only is this going to be available to all young people living in New York City, regardless of whether they're in a partnering school of ours, but this is going to be available to anyone, anywhere. Anyone who has an internet connection can access Opening Act for All. And that is so deeply powerful to us. And we're very, very, very optimistic about this and about being able to offer arts education to anyone who needs it right now. Zap. I don't know if I got it. Okay, so what is the Power of 20? You're like, I don't even understand what this is. The Power of 20, we do this every year. Every year. Oh, thank you, Betsy. We do it every year. It's our annual grassroots peer-to-peer fundraising campaign, and it relies on individuals like you and like me, and we go out and we ask people within our networks to give what they can to this organization that we care so much about. Zip, zap, zop. So what is a P20 leader? So a P20 leader is the peer-to-peer fundraiser who says yes to supporting Opening Act in reaching its goal. So that could be you tonight. It's definitely me. I've already signed on. And it's the over 50 people who have already signed on. So we would love to get a lot more. So please consider it. Zip, zap, zop. So a P20 leader, you get to set your own goal. Okay, so you create your own profile page and you can say, I'm going to raise $250 total, or I'm going to raise $500 total, or I'm going to raise $1,000 total. It's up to you. It's what you think you're capable of getting. And that is what you get to do. And then you decide who you want to ask within your network. You know your people, you know what's happening in your world. So you decide who you want to ask. And then you get to decide how you want to ask. Everyone is different. And so you decide who it's going to be. Who are you going to bring into this campaign? Who are you going to connect this work to? Now, what Opening Act is going to do is we are going to provide a user-friendly, mobile optimized platform. We use Classy. We've used it for a couple of years now. It's great. It's very, very beautiful in terms of its interface. It's easy to use. And so you're going to create a profile in that. And we offer you a comprehensive toolkit to effectively fundraise. So we have everything you need in there. So we even have language to make the ask of your friends if you want. Everything is in that toolkit. And what's most important is we provide a powerful community of support every step of the way. Alex, who you will get emails from, he takes care of you. He's there for you. If you need help with your profile page, if you ever have any questions, you can reach out to us at any point, because we know that it's an undertaking to commit to this, and we want to make it as easy for you as possible. And we also want to celebrate you, and we want to celebrate the community that we're building together. It's a powerful experience to come together, and I think everyone feels really, really, really energized at the end when we all know that we went on this journey together and we were successful. So you get to be a part of something that's just pretty powerful, particularly right now, something that's positive and that has a really powerful outcome. Zip, zap, zop. Is that right? Yes. Step one. Okay, you've decided to become a P20 leader. So what is the most important thing you do first? I'm here to tell you, you in Opening Act. What does that mean? What is your Opening Act story? So here's the thing with fundraising. When you ask your friends and your family and your colleagues to donate to a cause you believe in, they're generally donating because they care about you. That's who they're donating. You're the credible messenger. And so take a moment and think about why you're supporting Opening Act. What is it about you and this organization and the work that we do that is connecting to you? So for me, I discovered improv when I was 21. I didn't do theater in high school. I always wanted to, but I didn't do it. And I found my way out to Chicago. I had a friend who was going to college out there, and she was like, hey, there's this place called the Second City. You should probably check it out. I think it's what you're supposed to do. That's exactly what she said. And I went out and I took a class at the Second City, and I wound up staying there for 4 years. And it completely changed the course of my life. It gave me confidence in finding something that I was passionate about. And it taught me how to tell stories effectively and how to work with people effectively. And it's really, really been the roadmap of my life. And I always, in hindsight, felt like I wanted that when I was younger. And so when I learned about Opening Act in 2008, I was like, I can't believe it. It's an opportunity to share this thing that I desperately wanted when I was younger. I didn't have access to. I didn't even know what improv was or theater. I knew what theater was, but I didn't understand. It felt inaccessible to me. And so that's my story. So what is your story? Maybe you were in jazz band. Maybe you were on the volleyball team. But we all have these things that we do when we're young. And they are the things that make us feel like somebody. They make us feel like we have our people and we know who we are and we know what we're good at. And that's what Opening Act is here for. So connect your life to Opening Act. Figure out what your Opening Act story is before you start fundraising. Okay, zip, zap, zop. Who are your 20? So what we ask in the Power of 20 is to find 20 people to make the ask to. Just think about all of your friends and your family and your colleagues, people who you think would be invested in this, that would be interested in this work. And just make a list and make a plan and just identify who are the people who believe in this and believe in equitable arts education and believe that young people should have that opportunity to find that spark that roots them and energizes them towards themselves in the future. Just figure out who are those people in your life and then make a list. And those are your 20 people. Zip, zap, zap. Okay, here's the thing. You got to make individual asks. I mean, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. But I'm here to tell you. So I have been doing the Power of 20 since 2010 when it was first called the 10 for 10 campaign. Back then, you could just slap a post up on Facebook and people would donate. The world has entirely changed since then. We're being inundated with so much information right now that everything slips through the cracks. You can't just put a post on Facebook to nobody and expect people to donate. It just doesn't work like that anymore. So I highly, highly recommend doing individual emails, texts, DMs, call if you still are into calling. Sorry, I should use an improv phone, call. Or, sometimes we have like our group friend text, like our text friends. We have a little group. Shoot out a text to those friends. But the point is that it's about bringing your circle in closer, right? So rather than a large casting of wide net in terms of your messaging, you're just not going to get people responding. And then sometimes it makes you feel bad when you put something out on Facebook and no one donates. And then you think that your friends are mean or something. It's not that. People care. It's just that there's too much information coming at us right now. And so we really have to kind of catch people. We have to be like, hey, listen, I need a second because this thing is important to me. And it's important that I help it keep going. So will you please just give me a minute? And that's what people respond to. They need that one-to-one contact. They need to know why you care. And they need to feel like you're catching them specifically versus like a BCC email that you send to everyone. It's just not going to be as effective. So don't worry, because in our toolkit, we actually have email templates that have language so you can make the ask. You can just feel free to copy and paste that or add your own words to it, anything that you feel like can jazz it up to who you are. We provide that to you because we know it can be uncomfortable. Listen, I get it. I've been doing this for over a decade, so I get it. So we want to make sure that you have what you need to be successful in making the ask. Zip, zap, zap, zip. Share on social. Okay, so you've made your individual asks. Now folks are deciding to support this cause that you care so deeply about. Thank them on social media. When you thank people and tag them on social media, other people see that other people are supporting this cause, and then they think, oh, wait a minute, I should give this a second thought because so-and-so supported it, and then I saw this other person supported it. This is probably something that's pretty important. So that's when you go to social media, and that's when you start tagging people and thanking them specifically, and make it a heartfelt thank you, and be creative with it if you can. Maybe a thank you haiku or a video. Video thank yous are great. Anything like that. Hey, Pam. Pam's great. She's great on Facebook, by the way, and Instagram. So make sure you extend your gratitude publicly if that's it, but always, if you do have that friend that's like not on Facebook or whatever, don't violate them and their privacy. But most people really enjoy public praise. I know I do. So utilize that. It's a powerful tool, and it really energizes people, and it really like gets them excited about being a part of this work, this really important work that we're doing right now. All right, zip, zap, zap, zip, zip. All right, and then celebrate support. Celebrate yourself, celebrate your community, celebrate this work that we're doing. This is an opportunity for you to feel really good about this and feel really energized about this work. So make sure you thank everybody. Make sure you stay connected with the organization. Make sure that you connect with one another. If you see another P20 leader and they've reached their goal, send them like a big thumbs up or a heart, whatever you need to do. But like, let's make this community strong and let's make it positive because we need this right now. I mean, let's be honest. These are not positive times, but we can make a powerful choice right now to create a community that can make impact right now, and it's positive impact. So let's support each other and celebrate each other in making that powerful choice. All right, zip, zap, zap, zip, zap. All right, here's it broken down. Okay, so the goal is $125,000. Sounds like a lot of money. That money is critical. So that's our foundation. So we're starting the program year on September 28th. That's when our virtual classes start for our programming for our 57 partnering schools. And then we go into opening act for all. Okay, so we have incredible teaching artists. We have the best teaching artists in New York City. These are highly skilled, very, very, very practiced and experienced artists. Okay, and so they are going to be engaging with the students, and they are going to be creating original content for us. All right, so that all starts later this month. And so this $125,000 is critical to seed us for our program year. Okay, so that's going to give us a strong foundation so that we can continue this work. So it's so critical that we reach this goal. All right, but the good news is that we have 20 days to do it. September 21st, which is next Monday, until October 10th. You've got a nice expansive amount of time that you can utilize to help you reach this goal. So 20 days, 2020, 20 years, 20 days, 20 people. Listen, we love a theme because we're theater people, okay? Look, jump on board with themes, all right? So now you're thinking like, I can do this, and you absolutely can do this. You absolutely can do this. Just go to openingact.org/power of20, and they'll say become a P20 leader and just sign up. There's also like, nothing will happen to you. We're not gonna like, if you don't reach your goal, this is all just based on goodwill and love, okay? So I'm just putting that out there. There's no signing of your life away or anything. We're just looking for brave and bold individuals who want to be a part of something positive, okay? And anyone who gives it a try, we encourage you and we support you, okay? This is a full-on wraparound support situation, okay? So please come on board and join us in this. All right, zip, zap, zap, zip, zap. Resources we provide. Like I said, we've got this toolkit. Everything you need is in this toolkit. It's a Google Doc. And so you'll be sent the Google Doc. And then you know what? If you're like, this isn't enough, I need more, then you email us and we get right back to you, okay? Because we know how important this is, all right? And we know that we are asking a lot of you. So we will do whatever it takes to make sure that you feel supported in this process. Our campaign site is live. It's openingact.org/power-of-20. You can go check it out. It looks great. It's got good information there. And then if you're not already following us on social, please follow us on social, because you can always repost anything that we're doing, and always just add a personal message. Personal message is key. You've got to personalize things. It's so important. You are the credible messenger. You are. People care about what you care about. It's so important. People care about what you care about. Okay, so always keep that in mind. All right, zip, zap, zap, zippity, zappity, zap. Truth talk. Listen, I had to add truth talk. I had to. So here's the deal. Listen, these are some times that we're living in, and we know that, okay? I just want to be clear. We totally get it, all right? We get it. These are difficult times. So if you are not able to do this right now, that is okay. Of course it's okay. So we just want to put that out there. We get it. So it is okay. And if you have a lot of people within your network who are out of work right now, then don't ask them. Of course, don't ask them. Okay. However, if you are somebody who you're stable right now, you've got income coming in, things are okay, and you have a network of people where things are okay, we need your help. Okay. We just do. So if you are one of those people and you're like, you know what? I feel grateful. I have what I need. I got a roof over my head. Things are okay. And you're able to do this. We're kind of calling you to action here. We really, really, really need your help. So please consider jumping in and helping us. Now, listen, if you're like, I love you guys. I can't do this. Of course, I believe in theater. I believe in all of this. You know what's really helpful? Just share. Just share the work. Share the posts. Write a note. Share it with friends. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Instagram. Share it wherever you prefer, but if you could just share, that's really valuable. We don't have a budget for Facebook ad buys. So anything that you can help us do to create a groundswell of visibility and awareness around this work and around meeting the $125,000 goal is so valuable to us. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It really is so valuable. This is very difficult work and it's very hard work. And we really, really are so grateful for any support, even if it's just a share. It's so valuable. So share the work, please. All right. Whew. I think we're coming to the end here. Does anyone have any questions? Anything at all? This is your opportunity. If you have any questions at all out there, please shoot me a question. I'll answer it right now. Like I said, been fundraising for a long time, and I've been doing the work. I was a teaching artist for a long time. So, and then I was director of programs for 5 years. And now I do impact and communications with Opening Act. So I know all aspects of the organization, and I know a lot of the students. Okay, I don't live in New York. Can people I know participate in Opening Act for All? Yes, Betsy, absolutely. So that's what we're so excited about this year, and that's what makes fundraising particularly interesting right now. Because let's say you've got that good friend that lives in Iowa right now, and they have some kids. They can participate in Opening Act. We've never been able to do this before, ever. So Opening Act for All, when it launches, anyone anywhere can participate. And people who are going to engage in Opening Act for All are going to have access to the teaching artists who work with us, who are incredible artists. They're, like I said before, they're so, so precious. Like their combination of being artists and educators is so specific and special. And so it's such a high value opportunity for anyone who is interested in arts education. So yes, if you don't live in New York City, you absolutely can partake in Opening Act. This is the first time, literally the first time we've ever been able to say that and mean it in a real way. You know, like we can say, yeah, absolutely. Take our classes online and come to this virtual event that's going to be live so you can be a part of this community. We've never been able to say that before. But the world has changed, and we are changing with it because we are artists at Opening Act, and we know how to adapt, and we know how to work together, and we know how to problem solve. And these are the skills that the students come away with, because that is what the arts nurtures in an individual. And that is why we need the arts right now, because this is the time when we need to be growing human beings that are adaptable, that are critical thinkers, and they know how to work well with others. And that is what we can bring, and that is what the arts bring. So please, please get on board with us. Get on the bus. Let's do this together. All right. Does anyone else have any questions out there? You can email us at any time. Reach out, join us, go to our website. It's openingact.org/power of20. I want to thank everyone for being a part of this community and for being a part of this work and being an active participant in creating a positive impact in the world right now, because we all need each other right now, and we definitely need to have each other's backs. So thank you so much.